My name is Darrell Riley. First and foremost, I am Carol Riley's brother and legal guardian. Carol, despite her Down syndrome, had a normal childhood. She enjoyed playing with her family, friends, and she was very much accepted as the person she was. She enjoyed her classmates very immensely and in fact kept in touch with them even after they were out of school. She then worked at Madison Opportunity Center. That was something very important to her life, was working. And of course on payday she let everybody know how much she got paid, and this was her money, and she really enjoyed it. She was very competitive, wanted to play baseball, join in games. She liked to go camping, fishing, so she had a very typical life. Then in early 2000, when Carol was approximately 50 years old, her caregiver started to mention that she noticed some little changes in Carol's life. Particularly, she was forgetful on things that were routine. She had her little chores around the house, such as setting the table and putting her laundry away, and pretty soon she needed reminders to do it. And then it got to a point where not only was she reminded to put her clothes away, but when Sherry went in to see how she was doing, she was still there with the clothes, trying to figure out what she should do with this. These were noticeable to Sherry. They weren't as noticeable to me because I saw Carol on occasion. I didn't see that type of behavior, but Sherry saw that Carol was not functioning at the level that she had been. But she always was very caring and jolly and happy and so forth, and all of a sudden she started to be upset. Things bothered her and would never think of swearing or anything. And all of a sudden she picked up a language that never had heard, so her personality changed completely. She was a different person. And this was very traumatic to the family as it was to Carol. And it was subtle things like instead of calling me by my name, she would say, "Hi, handsome." See, and that was her way of coping with the fact that she couldn't remember my name right away.
She used to be able to draw, write her name. She had all kinds of jokes to tell you. Then as the changes progressed and her dementia got going, she wasn't able to feed herself anymore, so we had to feed her, help her with her cares.
One of the things I've noticed over the years is that Alzheimer is a progression type disease. It seems like she's at a plateau, and then it drops off, and then she comes back to another plateaus, and it continues for some time. At one time she could walk, then she needed a walker, and then finally a wheelchair type of thing. These are things that didn't happen overnight, they happen over a period of time. At the time, I thought I was too young and there was no need for it. Things like that, do it now. Now is the time. Pick someone younger than the person to be a guardian. There's a lot of resources out there. Contact people, talk to people, communicate with the doctor, talk to them, get feedback, and so forth. Make decisions earlier. You started seeing these progressions, but she had such a good life that it was hard to accept the fact that it had to change. This was something that I struggled with. Decisions like the DNR, do not resuscitate. This was a tough decision to make, but finally a decision was made, the papers were signed, and now in hindsight, this was a good decision. The final thing I'd like to say is, as you go through these decisions, is don't beat up on yourself. Make decisions. They may be right, they may be wrong, but make them, and take every day as a separate day and enjoy the ups, and then don't dwell on the downs.